commitment is something someone might find really difficult. See, commitment is a really important factor of achieving something both long-term and short-term. No matter the circumstances you face, through commitment, you can go through whatever you want. Commitment can help you in many things, from graduating to school or opening a business. See, today I'm going to tell you about a story that I'm sure will inspire many of you. It's about a celebrity called Rihanna. Many of you might know the celebrity as a successful artist, but behind her is a story. And I'm sure it will surprise many of you. For starters, Rihanna was in a poor family. But she always knew that by the time she was 18, she wanted to become a successful artist. But she knew that her goal was far, but she was committed to it. For starters, her father wasn't involved in her childhood, and later in life, she was involved in a violent relationship. But that didn't stop her. She was always determined that by the time she was 18, she would become a successful artist. She quotes, It's not about being on television or being famous. It's about becoming a successful artist." See, Rihanna knew that her goal was far, but she was committed. And finally, at 17, after winning a singing contest, she signed her first record label with an artist called Jay-Z. But sadly, after releasing her first album, it wasn't a success at all. In fact, it brought her down. But that didn't stop her. She was committed. And after releasing her second album, she reached her peak. Her second album sold 2 million copies in the United States only. See, moving on, Rihanna did many different things. She started activism on educational rights, and she introduced a new makeup brand to show diversity. And later, she won her first Harvard Award. And yes, Harvard, one of the most popular universities in the world, and of course the best. See, Rihanna didn't decide one day, oh, let me get up and be one of the most successful people on earth. I mean, it doesn't happen like that. I wish it could. All of this needed hard work and commitment. Every fake smile she put on was just for show. Behind it was a girl being crushed every single day trying to reach to her dreams. That's why you never know what someone has been through just to get to where they are today. That's why you need to stop comparing yourself to others and just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and this is what will get you to your dreams. See, moving on, Rihanna wasn't always successful, but she tried her hardest and she reached her dreams. You need to know that no matter your age, your IQ, the point you are right in now, you can change it. It's all in your hands. No matter the circumstances, no matter the doors you face, you can change it. It's all in your hands. It's all up to you to try. It's all up to you. You need to decide, commit, and only then you will succeed. And yeah, life's gonna bring you down once, twice, or even thrice. And it's gonna be a hard journey to go through. Even though Rihanna wasn't successful at the beginning, she was determined. And that's how we need to be to get to our dreams. Something I would like to compare commitment to is bacteria. See, when bacteria enters our body, it keeps fighting until we become ill. But our body keeps fighting even harder. But bacteria keeps fighting even harder. And that's how we need to be, just like bacteria. And yeah, it's gonna be a tough ride. Yes, you're not gonna get what you want on the first try. And yes, it's gonna take time, but there's gonna be a point where you're gonna be so close to that finish line, and it's gonna be the hardest point to go through. And yes, you might go down sometimes. It might not work, but you need to commit. And once you commit, trust me, it will work. Many people might not realize this, but without commitment, you wouldn't be who you are today. Your only enemy is you. You will come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. But instead, come up with a reason. Come up with a reason so that every time you think of that excuse, that reason will be at the back of your head. See, when you decide to take life on, when you put yourself in any type of situation, it's alright to fail, as long as you fail forward. And then you will have the ability to accept that you might pass that test on the 4th time, not the 1st, not the 2nd, or the 3rd. And you will also have the ability to accept that you might fall to the ground, but you'll need to learn to bounce back and get up for your sake and your sake only. See, commitment isn't in our lives normally, and it's not something we hear about regularly. But trust me, it's really, really important. It's really important just to get you from where you are today to where you want to be. And at the end, commitment is what we all need to be looking for. No matter the stage you are right now, never, and I mean never, let anyone tell you you can't do anything. You can do everything. No one can tell you that you can't do this or that, or you can't become this or that. You just need to be committed. And then you will have the ability to accept that it's alright to fail. It's fine, as long as you get back up and be stronger than you ever are. Have a good night and thank you.